It cannot always be night.
Dresser himself, he's come a long way from being in the shadows to stepping out into the light on his own.
Really, really good teammate. He's a very mentally strong person. You know, you got to be mentally strong battling through those injuries.
6 seasons with our football program. Through the course of his injuries and going from a starter to losing his job because he got hurt, to battling back.
Dresser had 2 career-ending injuries that a normal player probably would have hung up the cleats.
Mr. Football, won state championship, 15-0 senior year. Dresser's freshman year, the last 5 games of the season, he became the starter in 2017 as a true freshman.
Came back my sophomore year with a lot of experience, more than most true freshmen get. And then the 7th game at Eastern Illinois, I remember pulling a 13 read zone.
He got tripped up and landed on his right shoulder. Actually tore all 3 ligaments that hold the AC joint together.
Throwing shoulder, yeah, my right shoulder. Come back the next year, and I just wasn't ready to play yet. Arm wasn't very strong. I didn't feel comfortable being hit. Next year was a COVID year. It was just another semester I could work on my craft and try to get back to who I was. And the spring season came around. I was like, I'm gonna punt because I want to do something for this team. So. We were in the 3rd game of the spring season.
He was actually getting up after the play. 2 linemen were engaged and one of the linemen fell and landed on his leg, and that dislocated his ankle and then also fractured his fibula.
I just saw it right in front of me, and I looked away, and all I could hear was just Dresser screaming. I was like, oh man. I didn't know how he was going to come back from that.
Yeah, after that, everybody thought I was going to be done. I kind of did. I remember getting in the ambulance, and I told my dad, I remember saying, I was like, Dad, I probably won't ever play again. He was like, I remember he said, yeah, I mean, if you want to, you will.
Lucky crush, round, lucky crush.
Obviously wasn't healthy yet in the fall, and played behind Keon Howard, which was one of the best things that ever happened to me in my career. And I wouldn't change it for the world because of what I learned from him.
Keon was the player of the year in the conference. Keon, 10th game of the year, broke his foot. Dresser really had not had any live reps during practice. He just couldn't really move around and protect himself. So
he dislocated and broke his leg in March. 6 months later, he is trying to win our first playoff game.
Winn has been throwing the ball very, very well. And Winn going up top for the lead. The Skyhawks have their first playoff win ever.
Looking at a damn quarterback that hadn't played in 2 years. You guys are winners.
The way God works and how he did that was pretty awesome. How he gave me those last 2 playoff games to kind of get back under my feet and just tell myself I for sure want to do this and let's grind this summer.
Winn in the shot. Catches it. Touchdown!
Another win for the first time in program history. The Skyhawks go back to back.
A fairy tale ending to what everyone thought should have been.
This would be a great ending to a movie, the championship that he helped cement.
He's seeing the benefits of being a good human being. What goes around comes around, and he's owed something.
Blessed to be in the position I am now after going through what I've been through.
To see an impact that a young man can have in the locker room without being the loudest guy in the locker room. He was trusted, he was loyal, a great teammate. It did more for us than just throwing touchdown passes.
Graveyard living, speaking praise God, walking out the graveyard back to life. I serve, follow your word, see with new sight.
Into the night.
Still outside, still outside. Still outside, still outside. Tame Impala, stay outside. And I'm still outside, still outside. Let's get right, 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 let's get look at new scenes, I open my life, I'm subject to memes, I signed a few, I polish their dreams, an angel on earth, come under my wing. Stop running your publishers, they publish the headlines and say the wrong things. Y'all treat your Lord and Savior like rentals insurance, you know.